I trade retweets. You can just call me TR, so don't mind. Like I said before, I don't really want to share my official name. It's just personal stuff. Um, I'm 17 years old, like I told you already. Been playing FIFA since 12, 13, something like that.
Fair amount.
Um, I've really been trading since 15, 16. Right now, around 16, 17 actually. Like before Fridge Gems got added, so the year before, yeah, that's 16.
Back when divisions was the only way to play the game.
When you got 15K for winning Division 1,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, EA.
Yeah, that's EA stuff right there.
Yeah.
So, to all the others listening, because Trilla said it's a bit laggy, but it might be his connection. So, can everyone just ask? Can
Can
anyone just leave a message in the question and chat tab saying it's laggy or not? Because it might be just him. We don't know, to be fair.
That'd be great if you guys could just let us
It's
know in the
like
tab there.
because I can hear five like loud and clear, like nothing's happening.
It's just sometimes. Okay, Trillo, that's all right. That makes sense. Discord's like that sometimes, where it's just you
Yeah,
get a
okay.
little lag spike here and there, but kind of like FIFA, right? Little
I
lag spikes here and there.
Let me check my Twitter real quick. No one's like saying anything to the tweet. Okay, I think we should kick it off, man.
Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
Just like in FIFA, he says. So the first on the list is this team of the week, the current one. I've got some things I want to say about it, Invera wise and just opinion wise. Um, I think it's great to start with our opinions because, in my opinion, this is one of the better weeks.
Oh,
Not
for
only
sure.
because of Ronaldo, but just team is kind of sick, to be fair, rating wise and player wise.
It's a sick team, and you get
Um,
a lot of investments in there as well. There's a lot of ways to
yeah,
make coins out of this
that's
team
what
of
I
the
mean.
week.
Like all the ratings were so low when the team of the week dropped. So the investment opportunities were like amazing.
Oh yeah,
Wish like uh I wish I would just have like 10 million laying around. I would go all in on this team of the week, but
oh
it's
for
too
sure.
late now. Just even the discard ones like that. How what's his name again? Fortunis. I bought him like 10K and he's 13.
Yeah,
It's
it's an
it's a
easy flip.
discard one. Like what
Yeah,
the fuck?
it's one of those sleeper
Yeah.
ones because everybody looks for like they'll look at Ruben Pena to try and good league,
Yeah.
good nationality. But even the discard ones, it's like such a sleeper investment that it's like you buy 10 of them, leave them for a week, and
Yeah.
you're gonna make 30K. I mean, but 30K, everyone's like, oh, it's just 30K. 30K is 30K, man. It's a lot in the long run.
It is. And to be fair, that Ruben Peña indeed skipped him because I didn't really check the right back. I don't know why. I just forgot. I always do it. Right backs and left backs are so easy to invest in when Team
Oh,
League drops, even the lower ones.
mm-hmm.
I just forgot.
It just
Yeah.
they're such good SBC fodder that it's like everybody sleeps on them, right? And then they go to do their
So wait,
SBC and you
wait. Tiger just tweeted me he can't hear anything.
can't hear anything.
Maybe Tiger in the left bottom of the screen you can click headphone icon.
Yeah,
Maybe that changes it for
just
you.
check your Discord audio output settings and make sure they're outputted to your audio device, be it your headphones or your
Yeah.
laptop speakers or something along those lines. That's usually fix the problem. If you toggle it, it might help a little bit as well.
Oh, Elf's typing. That means we get some information because he never sends any useless messages in my
No,
opinion.
he's very like direct to the point, and it's either
Yeah, he is.
helpful, constructive feedback, something like that. I appreciate
Yeah.
you, Elf. Oh, now he stopped typing. What?
Yeah,
Come on,
same.
Elf.
No, hey,
Uh,
back at it again.
but anyway, back to this team of the week. We'll wait on Elf's
Yeah,
comment here, right here. If you had to pick your favorite investment out of this team of the week to make some coins long term, what would you analyze as that?
long term.
Yeah,
Um, well, looking at the trend of Chilwell's first in form, he like skyrocketed out of nothing. He went like
yeah,
from 15K to 50K,
yeah.
and now he's dropping a little bit again.
And I think that he's going to continue to
But
drop until the next one comes out, which is interesting because if you compare his stats to that Inform Robertson, the Inform
mm,
Robertson is they're like such comparable
uh,
stats. I think the
Robertson's
only
only
benefit,
faster.
yeah, and I think the other benefit to Robertson is it allows people to link very meta center back of Van Dyke. So I think
Yeah,
he has the advantage there, but
indeed.
it still shows Chilwell's ability to rise to. I'm thinking 60K would be my
Yeah,
ish
same.
guess,
Like
something like
55,
that.
60K.
Yeah,
I don't, but to be fair, it's like a good team to week, but for long-term investments, I don't really see any big boys because like Ronaldo and Aguero and Higuain are the big boys, but Higuain isn't really being used that much because of his pace, and
his pace.
Aguero
Yeah.
and Ronaldo are like way too high priced to invest in.
Oh yeah, because you're like the tax you're gonna get on that is insane.
Yeah, like I'm looking at Koulibaly at the moment. He's 300K. If he would be 100K, he would be great investment. He would like double
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
easy, but if
Because this is his first
he would
inform
only
since
hit
Team
like
of the Week 1
350
or
now.
something like that. Because he had an inform early on, Team of the Week 1, Team of the Week 2, and this is a big step up for him. And his the
Tiger fixed it.
oh
Nice.
good. Yeah, the trading investment on the first Kulava. I mean, I used to flip with him all the time on Thursday. So you buy him Wednesday night, low, flip him on Thursday,
Mm.
make
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
3 4K a card, buy 10, and there you go, right? So I don't know.
Hmm.
If this card's really high right now. I think that's because there's not a lot of people. Like there's everybody is all FIFA Point. They don't have them because it's
So the
all the
teams,
promos
the
have
teams.
drained them. So there's not a lot of. I think the supply on the card is not enough for him to drop. So I
No.
probably would stay away from him.
Mm.
But I do also like
I've
this
seen.
King,
Yeah.
Joshua King. That's a
I
very
think
interesting
he can
card.
only be used like as a super sub. I don't really see him in the starting 11. To be fair,
No, fair,
he
very
might
fair.
hit like 40K, 45K maybe, but
Yeah.
he won't hit the big money like 70K or something, in
No,
my
no, no,
opinion.
no, no. I'm thinking you want to buy one of him, throw him in your club, and let him sit. You can use him if you
Just
want. You
forget about
cannot,
it.
and just forget about it. Because I think, 3, 4 weeks from now, he'll be up, like you said, around that 45, 50K mark.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't remember, I think it was Bubble, but I'm not sure. But Bubble tweeted about Fabregas because he's
Fabregas, yeah,
in the Spanish nation. They could be like very useful for SBCs.
very
And
true. He's high rated.
but I don't really think, I think there are more other options which are cheaper, but I can't really think of some. He might,
I
if
just
he
think
gets used a lot, he can hit 55K
for
very
sure.
easy. But
It
I don't really
depends.
know if he gets used a lot.
Yeah, it depends if he gets in the solutions or not. Like if,
Yeah,
but I mean, I see the upside to him for sure. He's
yeah,
a League One, which is an off league with a good nationality, so you can easily
yeah,
slot him in a team with like because if you get one of those
indeed.
two in form with a 90 85 chemistry, he's a good shout. So,
Yeah.
but no, it's
And
good.
now I was thinking about talking about the meta and non-metas, but we already did that. Like the
Yeah,
metas are pretty obvious, and
yeah,
non-metas as
obviously,
well. But
yeah, exactly. But
also, I've been thinking about it about the Orban.
yeah, he's
Even
had
though he
a
got like 57 pace, I think people can still use him in the starting 11. Like some
just
people
based on his
just
height and
got
jumping.
FIFA like. What do you say?
I said just based on his height and his jumping, I think that allows
Indeed.
for usability in this new meta.
Like, also because a lot of people just got FIFA like from Christmas or something
Yeah,
like the late
yeah,
ones, and
I
he's
agree.
like a pretty meta cheap defender.
Yeah,
Like
no, he's
for us, we played all year already. We have like 3 million coins if you sell our whole clubs, probably most of us.
most of us. Yeah, I would say.
He's like just an investment, like a shit player. But for some people, he's like very valuable.
What's really interesting to
So,
me is that his first inform, the 82 rated
mhm.
center back, is currently more expensive than his second inform that's
uh,
84 rated.
that's because they will probably swap around back again. I don't really know. There's some sort of how do you say that? Theory behind it, but I'm not really
You're not a
uh,
theologist, I got you.
I didn't know how to stop
That's all good. It's just an interesting point for people to take
that.
a peek at. So I think we
There are
covered
like
the I
and
think we
then like
covered
8
majority of
people.
the
We
team of
started
the
with
week stuff.
4.
Yeah,
I just wanted to say one more thing about it because
for
I
sure.
got a few DMs on Twitter
Oh,
talking
okay.
about the what's it called, the Fortunes. They were like, why did you buy 50 Fortunes? Because I added it to my Ultimate Trader Club so everyone could see it. Like, yeah, it's Discord, it's no risk, it's just free money, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because also there are a lot of people, because we are in the upper brackets of being active in FIFA,
Yeah.
but there's also people we like play 1-2 hours a week. Like we play
Yeah,
one, two
no,
hours
for
a
sure.
day
Yeah,
probably.
they come home from work, play a game, and go to bed kind of deal, right?
Yeah. Like for those people, my best advice is just buying as much Discord forms as you can because
Yeah.
it's just like a few, 2 to 3K per card.
Yeah. When I
All it,
first got on this
any
on this
effort, anything.
when I first got on this installment of FIFA, actually one of my good friends, this is his first FIFA ever, and
Mm-hmm.
he's from El Salvador. He's a really good friend of mine. Went to school with him, but he was like, I have never had a good team, always had a shit team. He's like, I know you know a little bit about training. I'm still a pretty new trader, so it's like, help me. And I was like, honestly, man, every team of the week buy discard informs, every single one. And this week he actually just afforded team of the year Ronaldo, so he's pretty happy. So it's like you just got to buy your discard informs, let them sit for 2 to 3 weeks, and cash in on the profit, right?
I usually sell them within like uh the first week, and then when Thursday happens, like in the middle of the day, because
Yeah.
they have a small peak and then go down again and then start rising. But I can't be
Okay.
I can't
Yeah,
be
you don't
honest
want to
to
be
wait three
held. Yeah,
weeks.
I feel you. I
Yeah,
feel you with that. See, my big thing this year, what I did is I pretty well held all of my discard informs until Footmas.
team of the week SBCs. Oh,
That's
yeah,
what I
true.
did. So I saved. I basically did. I think it was the first 10 team of the weeks. I had maybe 200 discard informs, and then it was like Footmas came out, and it was payday.
They were like 20-25K. How much
Yeah,
were they?
it was great. Yeah, it's like 2020. Some of them hit 30. Some like one or two. The odd one hit 40. It was a fun
Mm.
time. That Footmas time was a fun time. My parents hated me because I was always on my phone trading on the web app, but
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
yeah. I just want to take I don't know if we addressed this. I know Elf. He has some good comments here. He's talking about Orban the meta. How is he meta? And explain
Mhm.
yourself. So what we said, Elf, is that we were just talking about how his pace might
Oh,
not
well,
be very
like
good, but he's tall.
whoa.
He's a newer player. He's tall. His defending stats. He's got good heading accuracy, good stand tactical. You throw a decent chem style on him, maybe get something with his balance, his agility to come up, and his ball control, his reactions. But his jumping is good enough that he can now alter to the
As well, and just like apply a shadow
meta.
to him, you'll get like 70 pace or something.
Yeah,
Just for the new players, he can be pretty meta. For us, it's a shit player indeed. I
yeah,
would
oh yeah,
totally agree with that.
yeah,
Newer players, he's like
yeah.
pretty good.
Newer players,
For the game.
he's a good meta player. But for like us here in this Discord, I don't think he's anything that we
The
would any of us look at because it just doesn't make sense to us, right?
Iran
He's
VRN says Orban way too slow in my opinion. Yeah, that's what I meant. Just throw a shadow on him, you get like 70 pace, something about
yeah.
it.
Newer players would see 50 pace and no. Yeah, you're right, Elf. You are
That's
right.
true. That's true.
You're right. I agree with you there.
I say
Okay, one.
maybe
Yeah,
like I think most people know that shit about FIFA to be fair, but for the real new players like Five's friend maybe didn't know about it at first, then it wouldn't be meta indeed. But
yeah, for
for like
sure.
the the new players in the game, but they already played FIFA before, it's like a good player to be fair.
Yeah. Especially if you have a Bundesliga team, like majority of Bundesliga teams are relatively cheap as compared to a Premier League team or a La Liga team or this year
Yeah,
especially a
yeah,
Serie A team. So that would be a better meta option for them. But I do see what you're
yeah.
saying. The newer players wouldn't understand the chemistry
Mm,
boosts. They would see the 57 pace and it would just drop off.
same.
So what do we have next here?
I think that brings us to the current market, like
Yeah,
seriously the market, just how it is. To be fair, I'm kind of confused.
I am as well. It says the market is under 100 for I don't know if you check out the index
Yeah,
100,
I'm
but
at Fedbin. Yeah, yeah.
the index 100, it's I have a 97 right now, which is very interesting because I don't see the golds being that high. I feel like it should be
My
a little bit lower
uh,
with what no promo, no SBC, no nothing. I mean, I understand that it is a little higher because there is no SBC driving the prices lower with the constant influx of packs to the market, but it's interesting.
well, my confusion is more about why it's still 96. Last year, I'm pretty sure it was like underneath 90.
Well, my argument to that would be that last year around this time, Fortnite had pulled into the forerunner of the game. I think there still is a
That's a
lot of
very
people.
good one.
I think there still is a lot of
True.
people playing this installment of FIFA, which leads me to understand why the market is still around the 90, 95, even to the 100 on some odd days. It'll
Yeah.
be interesting to see in the coming weeks how this what is it called, Apex, the new EA
Yeah, yeah, the new one,
battle
the
royale
new
game.
Battle
Yeah,
Royale. Yeah.
we'd be interested to see how that affects the market, which I guess is
Mm,
is something we can all keep an eye on to see
indeed.
where
Like
it
I
goes.
was more thinking the way because uh we we own like 80% of the players on PS4 because everyone's switching from Xbox to PS4. So that was more my opinion about it. Like a lot of players still playing because they're just more players. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, no, I
In
agree.
last year, there were like maybe a half of the players we have this year.
I would agree for sure. It seemed like it was like middle of January, end of January. The game was like it took 15 minutes to get a game on PS some days, and it was just like where are all the players?
Mhm.
But
Indeed, indeed. So what are we expecting in the market? What's the new trend?
I mean,
Um,
it
my
depends.
opinion, it's kind of hard to predict because maybe there's still a lunar promo, but I don't really think so.
And I think that's what it
It's
depends on, really. I think if EA wants to keep this game a lot, like there's so many people that are invested in this promo, and it seems that if they don't release it, I feel like it could be negative to their game as a whole because there'd be a lot of people that just cut their losses, kind of deal. You know what I mean? They're like, oh fuck it, I'll go play Apex.
yeah,
But it
that's spot on.
be interesting. I'm actually really
Spot on.
interested to see how it goes. But as far as expecting, there
Um,
is the Lunar New Year. Is there any other promo that they have come out with
just
around this
thinking
time?
about it.
I'm gonna jump on foot
Yeah,
here.
the one to watch, of course.
Yeah, yeah. But me personally, I
Oh,
think they're gonna forego that because um, the
my
what?
opinion, if it comes, the market's gonna die like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Want to pack that Ronaldo, even though they won't pack it, they still want it.
yeah. Well, I mean, I want him. You want
He
him,
will
don't
get sold.
you?
Yeah, of course I do. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Shit's gonna go down if that happens. But I like the art was like some sort of hint, but the new wallpaper for the Twitter page, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was such a troll.
Oh, for sure. But I think that was, their revamp. They had this, like I said, the Apex come out. Apex comes out. They try to revamp their game to sell majority of titles.
Hmm,
So they try to sell as many Apex, but then they also try to draw you in because it feels like it's been revamped. It's I think it was
yeah,
more a marketing thing than a player thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I mean,
It's
I think what they're going to do as far as moving forward is this is going to be like the Lunar New Year came out last year. I think it started on the I'm looking at Foothead here. I think it started on the 17th of February.
yeah. I don't know from the top of my head, but it
So
could be true.
so that was the first. Looks like the first Lunar New Year promo. They had the ones to watch before that. So I think since they've foregone the ones to watch, they came out with the headliners promo, which we'll get into
Yeah.
that. The headliners promo. I think that what we can expect coming up, I believe it would be next Friday. Would be Lunar New Year. That's what I would anticipate.
If it happens, it's then. But
Yeah, yeah. If it doesn't happen next Friday, I
gonna
think they're
happen.
gonna forego it as well.
Um, let's talk promo then.
Let's talk promo.
I've got headliners, future stars, road to the finals, Champions Leagues, and man of the matches. Let's just start with the headliners then.
Sure, that sounds good.
thick as fuck, to be fair. Seen so many people taking L's. It's
Oh,
unreal.
I took a 200K loss on a Lala, so
Uh,
I'm very deeply hatred of this promo.
my in my opinion, I did a great job not investing in it because immediately I knew they were so way too high.
Yeah,
Like, let me click Pepe. He started around 150K. That's unreal if his inform is just 40K. That's not possible.
yeah, I I,
I
I
don't even
agree.
get why they did.
I agree. And like, if you look at the only one of these that is like really up is Pogba, and that's only because he scored what 2 goals yesterday.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's the only reason. Other than that, he'd be the same loss that every other card pretty well is. I mean, there's probably an exception in here somewhere. After I took the loss on
Yeah.
Lala, after I took the loss on Lala, I pretty well just like you said, I forego trading with this promo because it just seemed to be a negative outcome.
And it's also not really helping that EA is fucked up with the special tab. Like, how the
Oh,
fuck do you still not
that
fix it? It's been
that
10
drives me
days.
insane. That drives me absolutely nuts. You have all these
I think
developers and you can't fix it.
I think when they add it to the special tab, they will rise like 5% minimum. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's unreal.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
one ZX just to try him out because it's just 30K. If he goes down to 25, I wouldn't really mind.
Yeah,
And he's just me cost 35K, just not moving at all.
yeah, and it's the same thing that Elf mentioned with that inform. It's like, how do the casuals make this work for them? Because
Yeah.
that's how we make money as casuals, right? Casuals and lazy buyers, right?
Yep.
I saw your tweet the other day. I like that the single line, every letter caps. I had a good chuckle at that.
I can't remember.
Oh, you had just a tweet that was "I love lazy buyers" in all caps all the way down.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah, yeah.
was I had a good chuckle at that. But yeah, that's how we
Oh,
all make
that one,
coins.
just like yesterday. Yeah,
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 yesterday. Yeah, yeah.
indeed.
That's how we all
Like the
make coins,
start of
right?
the podcast. I
Yeah,
sold the Visca for 27.5. It's 25K. It's just stupid, but people are so fucking lazy.
yeah. It's it,
Um, Juven's, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Just Zapata headliner. Is he going to go up? He scored one and gave one assist today. No, I don't think so. He
I
will
don't.
go up because of hype, but he won't get the info on.
Yeah.
Will it sell more FIFA points? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Elf says
you know, Elf. That's
it's
fair.
all
That's a
fucking
fair.
about money.
That's
Yeah, I don't give
fair.
a fuck indeed. It's good.
That's a fair point too. He says it'll take them 4 weeks to make special like team of the groups case. Because I remember I was trading with the oh my god, what card? I think was it the Ericsson or was it the anyway? I was trading with one of those cards and it was the same thing. It was down, 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 and then as soon as the 4 week, like you said, Elf, the 4 week update to the special category, it was he started to rise. So I
Mm.
gotta love EA.
Uh, Robertson and Chilwell similar stats. I see Chilwell going up a fair bit. What do you think?
Yeah, we
Chilwell
mentioned
will
that
rise a
already.
bit, but we did indeed. I'm sorry, by
Yeah,
the way. Um,
we okay.
he
So
will rise, but he won't be the big money, in my
no,
opinion.
not big money. Maybe pick
What
up
did we
one
say?
and
55K,
yeah. So I think we
if I
said
remember.
50 to 60, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But he
Yeah,
won't give you the big money. Yeah, maybe like 60 indeed. Nah, 60 is kind of high. He's like 40 now.
I
Maybe
agree with you. Yeah,
between 50
60
55.
feels. Yeah, 60's high. Okay, so you want to go on to the
Um,
future stars, or
yeah, I didn't really want to talk about it that deeply. I just want to give my opinion, and that's pretty simple. It's bullshit.
yeah, I'm with you. I
I
feel like
really don't get the point.
yeah, I feel like it was just a hype to like Alpha's get mentioning here. It's just money, 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 money. How can we suck more money out of these kids, right?
Like, I'm chuffed to bits that the Licht got one, but I don't give a fuck, to be fair.
Yeah,
They, it's like just making promos to earn money because it's complete bullshit. Like,
yeah.
nobody wanted this when FIFA 18 was still happening, and now
No,
they
God
add
no.
it and it's all hyped up. But I don't get how it's hyped up.
Yeah, I never
Because the
understood the
good
hype
cards
behind
are
it.
1.4 million, like the Vinicius Junior, and the shit cards are shit anyway. So why would you buy them?
Yeah, uh, it's unfortunate that they've come to that as a company. I think we'll leave it at that. So let's
Then
move
we
into
also
the road to the final cards.
um,
That's something I really want to pull up for these guys because the games are, if I'm not mistaken,
that
next
through
week. So in my if
within 3 days already.
yeah, so I have already currently picked up a few of these players, specifically Pulisic, Philip, and Serge Aurier.
Hmm?
Those
What's your
are
buy price on Aurier?
I think I bought him last week at 80, 90, something like that. Fuck, I'd have to look.
80?
Something like that. It was like 2 weeks ago I started picking these guys up.
Oh, that's sick, mate.
Yeah,
I
I got
bought
him.
one for my team like 1.5 months ago for 110k. Still profit, but 90 is sick, man.
Yeah, it was an overnight open bid. I think I put like 200 open bids, just bid, and I won the one.
That's
But yeah,
amazing, man.
good
Holy
pickup for me.
shit.
Good pickup for me. So yeah, those are the three that I kind of want to focus on. I don't know if you had a player that you specifically wanted to
Oh, I
focus on.
just wanted to say the markets and the predictions of the prices because I don't really focus on one player, to be fair.
Sure, you sure? I'll let you have the
But
floor then.
we can discuss those three indeed. You said Aurier, Philip, and
Pulisic.
okay, I'll remember. Well, first off, in my opinion, I would sell on the hype.
Oh, definitely.
You could take the risk and wait for the 1-0 up for the team. So if Aurier is like 1-0 up, you could wait for that. But it's really risky because
I would always I would always sell on
he's
the hype.
like 140 now. But if he's going like the third minute 1-0 down, he will be 100k in like 10
I agree.
seconds.
Yep, agreed. I would always sell on the hype. I think that my
Yeah.
experience with trading with the one to watch promos last year is that
Mm.
I used to try and hold them, and it was like 95% of the time it was always a loss, always.
Yeah, it is.
But
Because after the games, they drop again. And that's when you should pick them up after the games, by the way.
definitely, especially like you said, if a team goes 2-0 down in the first leg, look at that card, see if you can
Yeah,
pick one up, see if you
indeed.
can get a deal because he will most likely rebound a little bit after the game because he still is a live item.
Yeah, because we all remember Barcelona. We all do.
Exactly.
Will by Roberto.
Exactly.
I still think there's some inside shit happening out there, but I don't know.
Yeah. Another
Uh,
podcast.
Another podcast. How did it happen
Yeah.
with TRM5?
Yeah. So all I really wanted to
Uh,
touch on with those three players really was I think that Dortmund has a reasonably okay first match, and I personally
are they
think
up
that
against again?
they are up against Dortmund Champions League. I forget. I looked at this a couple days ago,
I
but
can
my
remember
memory
as
is
well.
absolutely garbage. Oh, they play Tottenham. There you go.
Oh yeah, Spurs.
So I think
Well,
Tottenham's current
form that's
form.
gonna be an easy win for Dortmund in this form.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh, whoa! I'm just check the graph of Philip. Friday, 65k on PlayStation. Today 85, but that's probably because Run the Pop Market looked at him.
I would guess the same thing. As
How
soon
that
as it
happened?
seems like the big three. It's like Run the Foot Market. You put Nepenthes in there, and you put A9 skills in there. If any of them look at a player, it's
It's
automatically
insane.
rise. You almost have to watch their videos, buy the cards, and then sell it later. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's a trading technique. Will
I'll
come out for you guys later.
yeah, I'll make a quick guide. Please retweet and like. I want cloud. Give me cloud. No, to be fair, I can't be asked with those people. I only do it on some easy investments like those informed investments because that's just things everyone has to see because it's so easy.
Yeah.
Just I see people. Which player do I use? Like and retweet would be appreciated. Like fucking hell.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
It's not relevant to others.
No, exactly. But no.
If you tweet something relevant to everyone, I would retweet it because that's why everyone has to see it.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to move on
Ooh,
to
that's
the
a good shout by
UCL?
Jordan, by the way. Spurs and Ellie and Kane both out.
Yeah,
Who's Kane out, by the way? Like 2 months?
yeah. He what did he had a pretty serious injury. It
Something in
was
his foot, right?
I think it was ankle sprain, like high tier ankle sprain
Yeah.
or something like that. Or I don't think he tore anything.
Um,
But okay, you want to push on
by the
to
way, I
the
think
UCL?
we are doing it great because nobody's left yet. So we are doing fine, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
we're running a little
Um,
long here, but I'm glad you guys are sticking around.
yeah, I did not expect it to be this long, indeed.
Me either. Sorry, Elf.
Check the questions in chat. Look at Tiger's message. Leave the typical like and retweet votes. No, but we should move on to UCL indeed. We
Yeah,
gotta
for sure.
end up wrapping it up.
Yeah, start ramping it up.
So
Get to the game.
UCL, well, in my opinion, that's a pretty easy subject. This week we get new SBCs, like 99.9% sure.
Yep.
We will get more supplies, so shit starts to drop. Sell your players now, like right now, because
Yeah.
also weekend league stuff is happening at the moment. So
Hmm.
sell them ASAP.
Yep.
When the supply ends, shit's gonna rebound, but only the metas, in my opinion. It's like too late in the game for the non-metas to rebound.
Yeah.
That's what I
It's
think.
yeah.
Because the non-metas aren't gonna be bought because there are less players.
Yeah. And
Simple as that.
there's exactly. I agree. Get out of your UCL investments now. Get out of them absolutely right now.
Yep. Yep.
If you want to try and get back into it, look for a buy time a couple hours after that SBC drops because there'll be a lot of
That's
influx.
excluding the live cards, indeed.
Yeah, no, don't. Yeah, the live cards are a different bag of worms for sure.
Is it too late to invest in UCL's road to the finals? In my opinion, it is.
Yeah, I think you missed
They're
the boat,
already like
pal.
inflated 20%, some of them.
Yeah, I think you missed the boat.
So, indeed. And then we have man of the matches. Promo talk. Well, that's also one of those things like, but it's there.
It's like me personally, I've never got into the trading with the man of the match cards just because it's such a different way of trading. It's not like an informed trading. It's not like a live card trading. It's like
Yeah.
you really have to be invested in Footbin and try to understand their trends and try to see their low points and their high points and then bite when they're low and sell when they're high. It's a really difficult trading
Yeah.
method.
Like the only thing I do with match trading is buying discards, like I showed you all. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
zero effort, just keep them for a few weeks and sell again.
yeah. Basically, keep them for 2 weeks.
Like,
If they don't go up, you discard them for what you bought them for, and you no
yeah,
loss.
indeed.
Yeah,
And it's also like 9 out of 10 of the times when they drop, like no real metas drop. Like, yeah,
yeah.
there was a Rodrigo, he dropped like 100k in 4 days. That's
I
how
know,
meta
right?
he
That was
is.
insane.
Nobody uses it.
I know.
Maybe it's also because people are scared, because some people are saying like, yeah, informs they are better than oranges. Yeah, oranges are better than informs, but yeah,
I
I
think
never
it.
really even noticed the difference, to be fair.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it comes down to the whole argument of when people say that it matters that the informs have dynamic imagers. I think it's the similar look. It's like people think that the card is
Yep.
better because it looks better, and like it comes back to the
Yeah.
whole casual thing. The casual would rather play with an orange Rodrigo than a gold Rodrigo. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's
Because
why.
for example, that Fizz guy is like 90 pace, but if he has 92 pace, I wouldn't even notice.
Yeah, exactly.
Slim that you won't notice it.
Yeah,
That's been a problem with special cards for a long time now.
definitely,
Like on
definitely.
Teams years, you can feel it like 100%, 110%. But informs are still, they're triple the price and useless.
Yeah, for sure. Do you
It's
want to go into
nice
the?
to have the ready forms, but that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to push on to
And let's go
the
to that.
icon market?
Yeah. The icon market is kind of weird right now because shit's like going up, down, up, down,
It's
up, down, up,
unstable.
down.
It's unstable for the first
Yeah,
time this year, I feel, which is really
that's the word I
interesting.
searched for.
I got you.
It went down Wednesday and it's rebounded now. That's probably because of weekend league. That's kind of logic, but it's not going down. That's it. And now weekend league sell-off should be happening, but I don't really see it.
Me either. I'm with you
Like
there.
hourly growth, it went down like, what would we call it? 1%?
Yeah.
Because it's at 112%. It didn't really.
I think you'll
Of
see it
course, like
more
from
of a
the start,
drop
it
later
went down.
tonight.
That it
But
will happen indeed, but it's getting unpredictable, the
oh,
market
for sure.
as whole.
And I was gonna touch on the I don't want to say discard icon, but the low value icon, the icon floor. I like it
Yeah,
keeps going lower and lower and lower. And I mean I've had people ask me, is like, should I get one of these icons for an icon SBC? And it's hard for me to say to them yes, because there's been so many icons that you can craft through the SBC method, or you can get, build through an SBC, yada yada yada, that I feel like everyone that's going to put an icon into an icon SBC, like for a Dino or an R9 or a Hullet or a Vieira or something like that, they've already crafted those icons in the SBC
yeah,
section for those icons. So it's hard to say yes,
anymore.
buy into it because it will rise, when it's like I personally, I don't think it will rise much.
And
Like
second
it
of
will
all,
rise, but I don't think it will rise enough to make it investable.
second of all, those like really all the good primes like R9, Ronaldinho, etc. They will be dropped like late in the game,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
not really that much demand. Yeah, there will be demand, but not many players going to get them.
Yeah, agreed.
So the discards icons will not really rise as much as everyone thinks because there are just less players to buy them.
Yep, I totally agree. I
It's
totally agree.
that the part of the investment is kind of predictable, but just the whole market indeed is it's so unstable.
It's
For
so
like
unstable.
after the team of the year, it's been a whole fucking mess.
Yeah, and even team of the years, they're like up and down, up and down. I mean, they're starting to steady out
Yeah.
now, which is kind of nice to see. But in the beginning, they were like up, down, left, right, side,
Yep.
side. You have no idea which way the freaking market was going to go with those team of the years.
Mm,
But
indeed.
but you want to
Excuse me.
want to touch on a long term trends? I'm not. I won't try my hand at that. I'll leave that to you.
I think it's kind of obvious if you look. Are you on foot then?
Yeah, yeah,
Kind of obvious what's happening.
yeah. Still,
Team is dying.
yeah, it's dying.
Like from the start of 2019, we're 2 months in. It went down 20%.
Yeah, exactly. It's gone down quite a bit.
In December, 3 months ago, it was 40% higher. 40. It's insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I can't believe it. But
The best example is Prime Ronaldo. He was 10 million now.
yeah, that drop
He
is.
nearly, yeah, 7 million
I think that's influx of team of the year Ronaldo. I think that's what that has
yeah,
a tribute to. But I agree with you.
as
He was
well.
10 million coins, and now he's
Yeah,
7 million. That's ridiculous.
indeed, like 30% just whoosh gone.
Yeah,
Elf says maybe as a last question to end it all, probably interesting for a lot. If you want to buy your end team with a mix of icons, teams, there, inform goals, when would be the next opportunity? That's a fucking easy question. Don't give a fuck about it. Have
yeah,
fun in FIFA. Points aren't
exactly.
everything. That's
Yeah,
my advice for everyone.
yeah, I
I
agree.
get a
If
lot, and I mean a lot of DMs saying for giving these kind of questions. I always say don't give a fuck about it. It's a game.
yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
I
Many
can
people are
second
like,
that.
yeah,
Just have fun.
I
Just have fun with the game.
the effort for 4 million coins, it was so much. It took me so long. And then I always reply with, yeah, hard work pays off. Get
Yeah,
yourself some nice players.
exactly. At this point of the game, it's
That's
when the game starts to slowly deteriorate. So to make coins is a little bit harder. So if you have the coins to get a nice team, have at it, man. Get your team,
the
have
other.
fun.
And if you buy like a team tier Ronaldo now, and you're saying like, ooh, he's cheap. Wait for a month later, he's like 200k cheaper.
Yep.
It's still gonna go down. You're still
It's
gonna lose
always gonna
coins.
go down.
So yeah.
I bought
So,
a Neymar for my team months ago now, and he's down like
hmm,
300k from when I bought him. I don't care. That's cool. I
hmm,
love playing with him. He's a great
yeah.
player. He's a lot of fun. Just enjoy the game. It's meant to be. It meant to have fun. Enjoy your weekend
Maybe
leagues
we can look at
if
some
that's even
players
possible.
because most of my players are untradeable. So I bought the Gea like a few weeks ago at 140. I don't know what's his price now. I'll take a look real quick. Gea. He is like 130 now, so 10k loss. It's not that
Yeah.
much, but most of them are like untradeable at my team.
Yeah. Okay, boys. So
Example, bought him for 2.4 million. He's 2 million now. Like I
yeah,
don't give a fuck. I like him.
exactly. Okay, so I think we're at 40 minutes here now. So we got
Yeah.
one question from you guys that we're gonna address that was left in the channel for us to address. So we'll do that question and then we'll wrap it up. So the question is, with the addition of the flashback player SBCs, does this render Foot Birthday promo useless? And I personally I don't think so. I don't think that it'll render the Foot Birthday promo useless. What it does allow is it allows them to peak the cards more if they already have a flashback, which I don't think they're going to pick the same cards. So what it also allows them to do is it lets them pick more like separate cards. It lets them pick cards that are, you know, in the Premier League, in the Serie A, in La Liga, that are, you know, fun cards that people grew up playing with, that they can allow a Foot Birthday card to give them a boost, so that way they become usable again in this new meta. You know what I mean?
Uh, the thing people love about the third birthday promo is the position changing.
Yes, agreed.
Like that's the best part about it for me as well.
The
And I
best
used
example,
FIFA
David Luiz.
17, right?
Yeah,
Or 18.
I think it
Yeah.
was 17.
That's I think I've never seen any player being hyped up that much.
Yeah,
Like it. He was it. He was FIFA at that moment.
yeah,
At that
exactly.
moment.
He could have been the cover
It was
star.
mental. Yeah, he could have been indeed.
But
Hell of a cover star.
yeah,
Just one cover full of hair.
yeah.
Yeah. Nine
That's
out of
awesome.
10 will buy again.
Okay,
I think that's it, to be
I
fair.
I think that's it. Unless you have anything else you want to conclude with.
Maybe
So
something,
I mean, we're at
maybe just
42 minutes now, so a little bit
just
long.
want to say it again for the last question. Just buy your players when you want to buy them. Just don't care about the coins. It's just still a game. Have
Yep,
fun in the game
yep,
because you can want that Makelele and you have a Fabinho now, but we all know Makelele is better than him. And you can be like, no, I don't want to lose that many coins, but it can
yeah.
help you.
Get
It
your
would be
players
just
now.
it would be just buy them. It would
Yeah,
make the game way more fun for yourself.
exactly. Have fun with your players. Don't worry about
Indeed.
anything else.
Yeah, it's
All
just a
right.
game.
All right,
All right,
lads,
that's
that's
it.
going to conclude. Thank you guys for showing up. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support. We
Indeed.
appreciate you guys. We'll keep you guys updated on
I did not
upcoming.
expect this support.
Me
9 people, and they've all been here the whole
the
time.
whole
Like,
time.
it's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah. We appreciate the support, guys. I have
Indeed.
tried to record this, so it might be available for you guys later on if you want to
Mhm.
recap or go back, but
Mhm.
we'll try to make it available for you guys.
Maybe something else to address. Next week's podcast will be about. Can't remember. Wait a minute. Let me look real quick. We've talked about
Promo
it.
talk. Yeah,
It's
we did a brief overview, but we'll go into it a
yeah,
little bit
indeed.
more in depth. And leave your
We
questions.
can we can make them double. Like it's promo and gameplay and questions again. Like I think we talked about promos like half of it already. So,
Yeah, agreed. And who knows, maybe on Friday
so
we'll have a Lunar New Year promo that we can really beat to death.
you'll never know. So
All
it's a
right, guys.
weekly thing every Sunday. Well, that's kind of the plan for now.
Yep, for now.
Um, just on a note, there might be like 1 or 2 times which I'm really busy with school because I
Yeah, of
study,
course.
so
Work
it's
and
not
stuff
like
for
I
me
do
as
not have
well.
to do anything. Yeah,
No, for sure. Me
yeah,
as well.
indeed. And the difference in time zones isn't helping as
That,
well.
yeah, of course.
Because what time is it for you right now?
It is almost 12, quarter to 12.
Yeah, it's 5:45 for me in
Yeah, almost
PM.
6. Yeah.
So that's Five
Oh
or
yeah.
just both
No man, I need
alone.
his expertise. I need his expertise. He's the guru. I'm
I
just
think
the I'm the
you're
student.
good, man. Not really have anything I did not agree on with you today, so
That makes me feel a little bit more confident. Wicked. All right, we're gonna
yeah,
end it. We're gonna end
that's
it here,
so
lads.
true, Elf. We would be able to listen to his voice for days. Indeed, indeed.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
I
All
will
right,
be in the normal voice chat for a after party. If you guys have questions, you can ask him there. So
for sure.
thanks
I
for
will.
listening, everyone. And see you all.
Thank you, guys.